everyone, and today I'll be reading my presentation on the Battle of Vimy Ridge, and I hope you learned something new today. Okay, now let's get started. What is the Battle of Vimy Ridge? The Battle of Vimy Ridge is a battle that was between the German army and the Canadian army at Vimy, Pas-de-Calais, France, in the April of 1917. That lasted for 3 days. The story. In the year of 1917, France went through the coldest winter in over 40 years, and Vimy was occupied by the Germans. Many attempts were made by the British and the French to push them back and capture it, but that didn't end so well for them. But at 5 a.m. on April 9th, Easter Monday, the Canadians would try to capture Vimy Ridge. They were prepared with maps, artillery, and they also trained with replicas of Vimy Ridge. They dug trenches to stay in until they got the signal. At 5:30 a.m., 0 hour had struck, which then more than 3,000 pieces of artillery roared into the distance. That's a lot of artillery. And the first wave of about 15,000 Canadian soldiers charged across the ridge. The German machine guns were devastating, but the infantry managed to get to the front line trenches, and by 6:15 a.m. it was taken, covered in snow and smoke. The 1st Division of Canadian soldiers advanced to the Hill 145, and by 7 a.m. the German defenses were cleared, but casualties were still piling up. By 11 a.m. Hill 135 was in Canadian grasp, and by 2 p.m. the German second line was secured by the infantry. All that remained at the end of the day was the northern tip of the ridge, aka the Pimple, which was defended by Prussian guards. At 5 a.m. on April 12, they fired at the northern tip of the ridge by heavy artillery. The 10th Brigade advanced over and were met with difficult hand-to-hand combat. But by 6 a.m. the position was taken. "I'm King of the Pimple," declared Brigadier General Edwin Helium. Sorry if I butchered that. Vimy was finally captured. There were 10,602 casualties. 3,598 of them would be fatal. But in 6 days, the Canadian Corps advanced 5 kilometers, taken Vimy Ridge, taken 4,000 prisoners, slayed many of their enemies, and have taken their resources. The Canadians had won, and now a beautiful memorial stands to honor the sacrifice of the Canadians who gave their lives to save France. Facts about Vimy Ridge. Fact number 1. Did you know that trenches were usually spaced between 90 to 275 meters, but at Vimy Ridge they were spaced only about 27 meters? That's pretty close compared to the rest of the trenches, so that must have been really scary. Fact number 2. Did you know that there's something called trench foot, which is caused by standing in a deep and wet area for a long period of time, which causes swelling, blotchy skin, itching, and pain, and sometimes the foot would have to be amputated because of gangrenous, which means it basically started to rot. Yeah, I feel bad for them. That must have sucked. Fact number 3. Did you know that the Vimy Ridge Memorial was unveiled by King Edward VIII on July 26, 1936, about 19 years, 3 months, and 4 days after the Battle of Vimy Ridge? That must have taken a while to build, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. I never been there, but who knows? Maybe I might go. Fact number 4. Did you know that the Vimy Ridge Memorial is 27 meters tall? That's pretty tall. And it's also the same amount of space that the trenches were spaced. Maybe that's a coincidence, but I don't know. Fact number 5. Didn't you know that the trenches were up to 1.2 kilometers long? That's pretty long. And then, here are links for the memorials. I think this is supposed to be the names. But yeah, the end. Well, I hope you learned something new, and hopefully we do not forget about the sacrifices that these soldiers made. And I'll see you in my next video, and have a great day. Okay, bye!